all, and welcome to Monday Night's Treasure Vortex with Gypsy Jules from YouTube's Zero Discrimination, as well as her website, gypsydigs.com, and myself, Amanda Digger Degaz. Tonight we have special guest Scott Lannan, but before we bring him in, hey Gypsy, how are you this evening?
Hey, Amanda, I'm doing great. Been a busy, long day, but I'm doing great.
Awesome.
How
Awesome,
about
awesome.
yourself?
Doing all right, doing all right. It's a Monday. I mean, usually Mondays stink except for the podcast, so I mean,
Right.
this is no exception.
Great way to end the day with the podcast and talking about our favorite things and having some of our favorite people on as guests. And tonight we have a special one, so really excited about that. But were you able to get out any this week?
No, I'm still working on the relic room, getting things together. There's a bunch of hunts coming up, and we'll talk about, one specific one a little later. So I've been going through my finds cases, different stuff, and putting things together to send on out to be added to seeded hunts. And, you can only have so many crotobells and skeleton keys and so yeah, I'm sending some stuff along for others to dig. But how about
Well,
yourself?
that's
Have
awesome.
you gotten out?
I did get out for just a short while. Well, first I went to a treasure show this past weekend. It was, I think, about 4 or 5 different local East Texas metal detecting clubs, and one of them, well, 2 of them actually. I'm a member of one of them. I don't get to go to as often. It's a little further away. I'm a lifetime membership there that they gave me. Um, and then the other one, Smith County Treasure Club, they all put this on, and it was really good. I got a lot of people from the community, and it's a great way to, let people aware of, and especially in the community, and then also people that are kind of interested in the hobby that always have been interested. So we had a lot of people come in and ask questions and see people's finds, and um, I sold out of my books again that I had brought, and anyway, it went really well. It was a lot of fun. And then I did get out just for a hot minute while it was cool in the morning. So did a little mudlarking in a creek and a dump. Found a few things. I think I sent you a photo of one of my finds.
Yes, you did.
That I'm still trying to research a little to see what the rest of the writing on it is, but I was really excited to find that. I found some really cool bottles that I kept. Mainly just kept the small bottles, because I have amassed quite a collection these days, and I know you have too.
Yes, yes.
So
That
I,
find though,
I left quite a few whole bottles
the
behind.
the find you found, it's always cool to get stuff that's got writing on it. So it's always fun to research. And that
It's
piece looks
so much
relatively
fun to research.
yeah, that piece looks really interesting. So
It really is. So hopefully I'll be able to find some stuff out before my video comes out. And I apologize. I was trying to get a new video out this week, and I have, since my trip back from Roatan, which, yes, God, it does start with an R, little like Rhode Island. um, but anyway, it has just been so crazy busy since I got back. So, plus stuff coming in for my upcoming hunt. Got a lot more of my prizes in. I got some silver in, and I got some copper rounds in, and just so much going on. And then family stuff. Just took my mom to the doctor today. Not such great news, but you know, just anyway, staying busy, but hopefully I will get my video uploaded this weekend or this week. I mean this week. I don't even know what day. I know it's a Monday, but oh my goodness.
So it happens when
I
you're
think we
always
need to
going.
bring in Scott so we can let this go smoother because my brain is fried right now apparently. But anyway, that's
awesome.
been about it for me.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, yeah, we can absolutely bring Scott on in. And I know some people, you might have caught him on a previous episode, but I was trying to figure it out. I think it might have been almost 2 years ago now, and glad to have him on. But everybody give a warm welcome to Scott Lannan. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Amanda. Thanks for having me. Hi, Gypsy.
Hey, Scott. It's great to have you again. I know it's been a while. And it's especially been a while since I've seen you last. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can get you up here again soon.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I know we've got some news to talk to everybody about, but we can save the best for a little later. About your upcoming hunt. Really exciting about that. But more importantly, right now, I know some of our listeners may not know you that well, as well as Amanda and I do. So if you don't mind, just tell them a little bit about yourself and kind of what got you into treasure hunting or metal detecting.
Oh, sure. I ended up starting about 13 or 14 years ago, but it even goes back a little bit before that. You know, I used to go down to the Civil War battlefields of Virginia with my dad, and some of the interest used to be seeing some of those old artifacts, and I thought it was always cool, and I'd love to find something like that myself. And years passed. I ended up in Bass Pro Shop, and they had some metal detectors, and I told my wife I was going to get one and give it a try, and it's kind of been ever since. It just became a bigger and bigger passion, and a lot more research and trying to meet different people and get different pointers, and it just grew from there and took on its world of its own in a way.
It definitely does that, doesn't it? It becomes very addictive.
Oh, yes, definitely.
I mean, you live in an amazing area full of history. Another fellow New Englander. So.
Oh yeah, definitely lucky to be in Rhode Island, and a lot of stuff from colonial times around here, just over the line in Connecticut and in Massachusetts, where most of my hunting time is spent.
Yeah, for those of you, there was I guess it's been 2 years now.
Yeah. Yep.
Has it been 2 years?
Since we saw him?
Or has it been 1 year?
No.
Okay, 2 years?
Yeah, I think so. Last spring. Not
Has
this
it been that long?
But last spring. Yep.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Okay.
Yeah, last spring, I think.
Yeah, so, before that, I met Scott. We've met up with him twice, I think, now. And I think the last time you didn't get to hunt as long. He came by the dump with us, but before that, we got to meet up with him, and Amanda and I got to do some digging. How did y'all meet originally? Because I met you, Scott, for Amanda, I think.
Yeah, it was my very first event I met Scott at. And
really?
It was Dig Dug's. What was that called? Not Beep the Beach.
The Penguin Dig?
Yes, the Penguin Dig.
Penguin Dig.
Yep.
Okay.
So 10 years ago? A long time ago.
It's been a little while, I know that.
How cool.
Yeah, just a minute.
That goes to show you how amazing, if some of you've never even been able to make it to an event, how amazing is that it brings like-minded people that love the hobby, that love doing what we do together, and you meet lifetime friends, even if you can't see each other that often, which, before the show they're saying, hey, Gypsy, you could move to New England and dig colonial all the time. I'm like, yeah, I could summer there and winter here. Because I'm
take us with you in the winter.
Amanda knows that. Yeah, we can bring y'all here. Oh boy. But that would be amazing.
So yeah, it was the Dig Dug's hunt, and it was an absolute blast. And I think actually Scott was one of the first that John and I, started chatting with, and then yeah, I think this last time we saw him, we didn't even get to dig with him. He was working, but we managed to make it. We
He was working,
stopped.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
Yep. And you were able to stop by and visit for a few minutes at least. So.
yes. I'm like, there's no
Yeah.
way we're going through the
Yeah.
state and going by and not going in to
And not at
say
least
hi.
saying hi.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I don't even remember if we'd already been digging or if we were on our way to dig or on our way back, because I would have probably been covered in dirt if I was.
Yeah, we were covered in dirt. We were coming from the button dump.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were
I couldn't remember.
We were headed to New York. So we had already dug Rhode Island and we were headed to New York, and Scott's like, "Oh, well, there's another spot you could dig." And I'm like, "No."
Oh, I remember that other spot. He was talking about all the bottles, and we were like drooling.
Yep.
Oh my.
But
Wow.
Scott always has the deets
Well,
on some good places to dig, so, and I mean, if he
he
gets up to
really
Maine, it will
does.
be reciprocated. So,
Yeah.
I certainly appreciate it and look
Well,
forward to it at some point.
yes, would love to have you up digging Maine.
well, tell us, Scott, if you don't mind, what was it? What was your favorite find that kind of got you really kick-started in the hobby when you got your first metal detector?
It's funny. I had it for a couple months, and I was, I was playing around with my parents in the woods, which is kind of near a house from the 1700s. And the woods that were next to the house that my parents owned was part of that farmhouse. And, it sits between kind of there and a cemetery. So I was detecting in the woods, and I found this tag. And the tag said, "If found, telegraph this number to." And I did a lot of research on it, found out it was to one of the workers on, the old railroad where the train tracks used to run, kind of right near the edge of the property. So that's kind of one of those first things. I'm like, oh, wow, this is really cool. I like this. And, kept going from there.
How cool is that? That is so neat. And not to mention it's a 1700s property. Dang. That's...
Oh, yeah, and I found a few other good things out there in the woods. I found a few dandy buttons, a few flat buttons, a couple old coins out there, but nothing super old for the coins. But
okay.
Though I do
so it's enough to get you motivated a bit.
Oh, yeah, it definitely gets the adrenaline running when you find something good like that. And and it just kind of opens the door of all the possibilities there may be out there in the ground and other spots that you haven't got to,
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say, I know on Facebook, I think, was it a day or two ago, you posted probably one of the craziest finds that I've ever heard.
Oh, yep, that was the Higley copper, which is one of the first coins made in the colonies in Granby, Connecticut. And, I got lucky. It was a cellar hole probably about 10 minutes from my house. And we were doing some research. I saw this double stone wall in the middle of the woods.